Hello again! And music goes away. So, yes, Dan will be with me in a few moments, but the round has actually begun, so I'm just going to bring up what we have so far. So, as you can see, we have Keiran on the left-hand side of your screen and Jason Roberts on the right-hand side of your screen. Now, so far, both of these players are doing extremely well. Keiran is flat-out leading the board at the moment. Over the course of the weekend, he's lost one whole game. And, oh, wonderful! A drink has appeared! Ah, thank you. Don't insult my gay drink.
Apologies for the arse view.
No, it's alright. It's really pleasant.
Oh, and Jason's taken a. Oh, I like how they put what they bloody are playing.
I know, isn't that wonderful? So, Keiran is playing a blue-red, and Jason is playing junk, approximately. It's a black,
as he
white,
always
green.
bloody plays.
As I know, right?
Whether it be standard, modern, or draft, it's always junk.
I often say, looking through his decks, this is junk.
Yes, quite literally.
Yes.
Well done.
It was a play on words, you see. Now, stream's being a little bit jumpy at the moment, so please bear with us. We do apologise for any issues that you may be experiencing. But, back into it. So far, we've got a World of Warcraft map that's upsetting my eyes.
It is, it's a hideous match. He actually won that, I do believe that was one of the regionals when the game first came out.
Oh, really?
Yes, I used to play when it first came out.
Oh, really?
It was Realms and Nationals play, but it was always running what would it be the equivalent in Magic? The equivalent in Magic is they would never be able to attack, no spells would deal any damage, and then mill out.
So that sounds like a really boring game to play.
It's a boring game to play against.
Yeah.
But
you're having fun when they're not doing anything.
Exactly. But it's a one-sided game.
Oh, beautiful. Now, I tell you what. And actually play with. Cannot for the life of me remember what
it's Prognostic Sphinx.
There we go. I'm so glad that I have people on the stream that, know
it's
cards.
It is one of my favourite cards at the moment, Prognostic Sphinx.
It is. If you haven't had a chance to play with it, give it a go.
If you can't...
Fantastic.
Practically hexproof.
Practically hexproof.
You're running blue, you will always have carded.
That's exactly it, yeah.
If you don't, you've had a bad luck, or they've had better luck.
You kind of don't need that. I mean, the fact that that's on the card means that they're not going to do it. They're not going to use it. But the fact that you can... Oh, good. This, on the other hand, might be a little bit messy. I'm not actually too sure what he's got enchanted there. Oh!
It was the 2-2 gave the Harpy plus 2-2, so it was on a 5-4.
With life.
Yes. So, unfortunately, and... Prognostic Sphinx, not a fan of that, apparently.
No, which is such a shame, because that card gives you a ridiculous hand advantage. Now, I take that Kerian has literally lost one game over the course of this weekend so far. Jason has lost 2, but it seems like this might be them two levelling each other out, at least by the look of this.
Yes. If the following games follow this, I'm not saying that Keiran at the moment can't pull it back. There's no reason he couldn't pull it back at this point. No,
he's just scooping. No, he's just scooping. Just getting straight out of there, yeah. I mean, Jason was just on ridiculous life. I mean, numbers that were too big to fathom by the human mind.
Yes.
But we could figure it out. But, like, the human mind... No.
Now, has anybody been writing anything on the...
Oh, that's a good point. I need to go check. While we're in between rounds...
We'll have a bit of a gander.
Let's have a look at the people. So there's one person on there that says, you got the stuttering issues... I see. And Dan is fantastic. We have an official fan of Dan.
Well, that's always.
You, by the way.
I see, that is me. But, what can I say? But, there's quite... 78. We're at 78 now.
Big numbers. I like big numbers.
Now, I assume those are people who are actually watching now, not, or have watched.
I'm not 100% sure. Let's just pretend that it's big numbers now.
Big numbers now.
Big numbers now. That can be the name of our stream.
Ooh, big numbers. Big numbers. Big numbers.
We can see here Keiran employing the shuffling until the opponent picks up their deck and shuffles technique.
Yep.
This is a genuine intimidation technique, right? So you shuffle and you keep shuffling. You wait for them to put their cards down ready to cut. And you keep, I don't know whether or not Kieran's actually doing this, but you keep shuffling and pile shuffle. And when they reach for their deck thinking, I haven't shuffled nearly as much as I should do. That's when you hand it over, and it's like this weird kind of I'm in charge kind of deal. Now, the stream is stuttering, just as Tetran said that it wasn't before. Bastard.
But, well, we can't be perfect. We do have broadband from Shrewsbury, which is basically the same as broadband from a cow's ass.
Pretty much.
It is a bit of a fart in a wind, really.
1 up, 2 down, 3 in the middle, and the information goes anywhere.
To be fair, the pigeons we've got sending the messages back and forth,
They're rather
they're
good,
doing
aren't
rather
they?
good.
They're working them overtime at the moment.
But, no, both red sleeves, bastards. And
Not green sleeves, because then we could make music. Okay, bad jokes aside. So we're starting off again. Keiran, I'm presuming, is going to go first, seeing as he scooped.
with his red-blue. Which I've always alluded to the fact is, why is blue commonly known as U? I know black is B.
Oh, because one of them has to be B, black or blue, so let's just say black takes the black.
Yeah.
So what's the next? It can't be BL, because that's still black.
What about
so
I, which
U
is an
the
island?
next... I suppose, but U is the next... out of the two of them, U is the next letter that's different. Because they both start B, L, and then black is A, which is why it's designated as the B, because it's technically alphabetically first, and then U for the blue. It's not the most intuitive, I must admit, but it's what's in the system and everybody knows it, so...
Oh, I do believe that is Crackling Triton.
That
is the one where you can pay some mana. And
some mana.
There we are, that's this one here, number 45.
Number 45.
Crackling Triton, you pay, I think it's 3, including 1 red.
And sacrifice it.
And deal 2 damage to target creature or player.
Yes, it is. Which I've played with as well. I'm not overly sure how I feel about it.
It's Magma Jet proof, considering it's got 3 health.
It is Magma Jet proof, but to be perfectly honest, if you've got something that says sacrifice it, nobody's going to be trying to pew that. Because they'll just kill it in response.
What I do like at the moment, we've got all 5 colours here. Because Jason's running black, white, green, and Kieran's running the other 2.
Blue and red. Wonderful.
Oh, he's played a Breaching Hippocamp as well.
There we go.
Everyone's favourite horse from the sea.
Fish thing. I like the fact that it's a horse fish, not a seahorse.
You know, that would be the logical way of going there.
I'm trying to see what Jason's actually popped down now. God damn, this is a divine drink, by the way. Was it a non-alcoholic one? It's a lovely drink. I love the drink.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I do believe that's an aqueous form there.
One of Kieran's favourite cards in the set. In fact, he even said that to you moments ago when he was sat here, that it's one of his favourite cards in the set. And
swing and scry.
There you go.
Swing and scry.
It's going to have a look. What is it?
And he wants to keep that.
Couldn't quite see what it was. I think I possibly saw it as a land, but I can't see why that would be the case. He's got 5 out at the moment.
I don't think it was a land.
No.
This is where Jason plays the trolley taxes and plays a Fixus of Pandemonium and exiles that top card there. just to be a trolley bastard.
But what does he just drop now? I'm actually slightly uncertain by this.
Well, it's got to be blue or red.
I think it's red. I'm fairly certain it's red, whatever it is, but... Oh.
Jason is swinging for...
So, Jason's just strapped an ordeal on. And, perfect. He's going to wait until it's done and then... No. Oh. In response to the response... So he's doing 2 damage to the hippocamp and taking 2 life. But after all of that, Jason has dropped all the way down to 1 life. Or 11 life. Apparently somebody didn't type in the right numbers. I didn't think he was dropping that much life. But hey, I wasn't going to question the number man or the number lady upstairs.
Jason there taking another 5, I think it is there. 5 or 6.
If he just accepts it, yeah.
4,
which he's going to have to, obviously.
He's got white. There's not really much white you can do in this one.
Well, there's not a lot of removal in the set at all. I mean, there's a few things that do. I mean, there's Magma Jet, obviously. There's the one. Oh, there you go. Exactly that card that's doing it for 2 damage.
You also got the 6-cost Step of Hemlock.
Oh yes, because that's premium removal right there, isn't it? 6
Destroy
to cast.
a creature and gain 2 life. Oh, and Jason's it's swung round. Jason's gained.
Well, he's been gaining 2 life from each of those that he's been, you know, I can't remember the name of the damn card. The 2 black killer guy. Well, not killer guy. 2. There we go. 2 damage, 2 life. Swing around. So I know that card. It's a great big colorless thing. Ah! It's not that one. It's not a Colossus at all. I'm just going to remove that and move that out of the way.
Oh, is it the 0-6 one that? Yeah. As Steve has come in, it's. Did you win your game, Steve?
I did. 2-0.
Well done.
Against Tom Back.
Oh, he's having a bad day this morning.
Yeah, his dad was giving him the draws that he was after. And Prophet of Prefix. Tap everything all the time.
We were watching you on obviously the first game, and that is a beautiful card. You just feel safe when you're playing it.
In limited, it's fantastic. I messed up in my.
I was actually saying that. I was saying speak into the camera. Into the camera.
I messed up in the second game when I played Polychronos and he countered it.
Yeah.
I should have waited a turn. I had Prophet of Crufix because he played Nimbus Naiad the next turn.
Yeah.
So I could have got Prophet of Crufix and then flashed in Polychronos in his upkeep. I just didn't know he had the dissolve.
Yeah.
So
We were discussing that. If you'd known that he was running the counter spell.
if I'd known he had a counter, I'd have just passed the turn
Yeah.
and just waited a turn, and I think I'd have got game then. It's just a shame it came to a draw, but he's got a really good deck.
And considering he's not been playing that long as well.
Oh yeah, it's
Only
it's
about
absolutely
6 weeks
fantastic.
now.
I think his tutor Sol he's done him proud. Really.
Well, since
He's
Sol's taken over
he's
from
Sol's
Deitch,
tutor.
At this stage, yeah.
the master is now the apprentice.
And he will tell him the story of the basilisk.
Oh yes, we've been regaling stories of the basilisk.
We have been regaling many a story of the basilisk. Hi, I'm back on microphone again now. So right, where are we? What have we missed? So wow, a lot of things I've missed. Why do I give the microphone to other people? Because I look away and suddenly Jason's on 22, and Keiran is on 9.
So I have a funny feeling I will be playing Jason next.
Or Keiran.
Potentially, but
For the standings, I would quite like Jason to win, just because I think
it'll make everything else slightly better. Yeah, true.
Well, no, I think that it'll be better for me, but it looks like it's quite a one-sided game.
At this point, yes, but I think it's kind of Jason's done a little bit of turning around. It wasn't a one-sided. Well, it was a one-sided game earlier on in the match, and it was one-sided towards Keiran. And then Jason has just kind of swiveled a few things around, made some things disappear, and brought himself back up to 20 again.
Now it looks like, as far as I can see from Kieran's hand, he's drawn nothing but land.
Ah.
What I see, what if I can remember what I saw in his hand earlier? That is mounting.
Reaper of the Wild coming in.
Oh, that is just filthy now.
Especially
That
when
is
you've
just
got all
nothing
that
but
mana.
filthy.
I'm really ashamed to have passed it to him.
Really?
What did you
Why
take
would
over
you
the
do
Reaper
such
of
a
the Wild?
stupid thing?
Super shiny Polychronos.
That's a smart thing to do.
I stopped him from drafting Hyphonia the Cruel, the Gorgon that destroys
Everything. Yeah.
So that was one thing.
So you got not only a foil mythic, but another mythic on top of that as well.
Yeah, but it's not.
And you didn't. Well, you only used one really.
Yeah, I was only going green blue. I couldn't afford to draft
Black as well.
I couldn't afford to draft black, especially with a 3 black costing creature. I couldn't splash it, none at all.
No.
So, Kieran's now on 2.
it. Yeah, because Reaping the Wild is ridiculous, I just want to point out. Giving it Death Touch, giving it Hexproof, it's not going anywhere. Giving it, well, the fact that anything dies.
I think he's
Scribe.
I can't see
I think we're having a bit of a spaz with the numbers.
Oh, okay, Kieran's dead, Jason's on 2.
Yeah, I don't think the numbers are quite
Yeah,
the way they're
yeah,
meant to be.
I think Kieran's scooped, yeah.
Yep, and there we go. So that we actually know we were correct, it was just a little bit of a delay.